Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday morning and I'm getting ready for church. And I just wondered if anybody else does their makeup in a super weird place of their house. For me, mine is my kitchen. I don't know why. I guess it's central to the house, so it's just easier for me to stand in here and do everything. So I've got my makeup done now. I'm a little behind schedule. I need to go wake my husband up. Our dogs are running around playing, but I need to go wake him up and then finish getting ready. Alright, dogs are fed. We're headed out to church. We've got a meeting after church to vote on a pastor, and then we're going to come home and I'm going to figure out what I can get into around the house. What are you doing?
You better keep like it was.
Alright, dogs are fed. We've got a meeting after church. The dogs are fed. We've got a meeting after church. We're voting on a pastor, so we're going to get going, and then I'm going to figure out what else I can get into after church. Bye, Taz. Alright, we're back from church. We have not had a preacher in 2.5 years, and we did vote one in today, so I'm super excited to see what the future holds and looking forward to everything going through with church. My husband is actually down the road feeding a neighbor dog, a treat like we do every day, and I am going to get lunch started for us before he takes a nap, and I get everything ready for him to go to work. Do not judge my cabinets. They look horrible. not see the point in keeping plastic spoons, but now I guess I just keep them around in case we need to feed our dogs like peanut butter or something. But it used to drive me crazy to see people who would just wash plastic spoons and keep them, but now I do the same thing. Does anybody else use these reusable ice cubes? I used to think they were like super cool, and now they just honestly, they're just annoying. They get on my nerves. You have to wash them. The way I wash them is I just like throw them in a cup or a bowl and put a little bit of soap on them and some hot water. And then put my hand on there and rub them really good, making sure they're clean. But honestly, I'd rather just have regular ice. These are very, very aggravating. We don't have like an ice maker or anything, so I thought these would be handy, but they're just annoying. So first things first, I have to put lotion on my skin. I cannot stand for my skin to be dried out. And this is whipped beef tallow, and it scented strawberries, and it smells really, really good. But I cannot handle dry skin. It makes me very, very uncomfortable. This has been sitting out on the counter for a couple days. It was back there. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I guess for now it's just gonna have to go in the top of my closet in the spare bedroom. I'm gonna leave that out though, because that is degreaser. I don't think I need to leave that, but I'm gonna put the rest up. I'm gonna keep these out because I use both of these to clean with. So now I just gotta figure out where I'm gonna put them. Guess I'll put them down here. I'm sure my husband is probably gonna take this cup to work, so I'm gonna leave it out for him. I've had these for a while. They're already starting to sprout. So what I think I might do is see when the planting period is for our zone. I can't remember if we're zone 8A or 8B, but I'll look it up and see. So I'll just put these here for now. If I can plant them, then I'll put them on the porch. I just want to show you guys this. Let's see. This, that is paint ripped off, by the way. That is not mold or nothing. But this is what happens. So whoever built our house put in paneling back here instead of proper backsplash. And I put down contact paper for a long time, and this is what happened when I try to take the contact paper off. So just be aware of that if you do the self-adhesive wallpaper. Eventually I might put something over this. Just depends on how long we're in this house. I haven't used this in forever. I don't know many crock pot recipes, but I don't have anywhere to put it, so I'm going to leave it on the counter. I'm going to move this. This is for my husband's heart monitor that he's on. It's got like 4 more days on it, so I'm going to move it so it's out the way. And now this is a huge thing of medicine. And this was like, this was a neck brace for when my husband fell, so I need to find somewhere to put it. This is full of medicine and other random stuff. Like that went to our crossleaf vacuum mop that blew up. Not blew up, but it just quit working. And then all this stuff. So, and rabies vaccine paper. So I'm gonna move this. I need to go through this, but I'm not doing that today. So I'm just gonna put it somewhere for now. Now while I'm waiting for dishes to dry, I'm gonna get some tea put on. If you've seen my channel before, then you know I love my tea kettle. My husband hates the whistling, and so does our German Shepherd, but I love it. It's relaxing. I've still got a few winter things up, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this down and get some stuff changed up a little bit. Go ahead and this. I've already put up all my other Christmas stuff, but I just left these out because they were kind of wintry. So I'm gonna go put these in the little tote that I have put up in the closet. So our dog Reese, the last one I talked about a couple years ago, where I talked about grieving, homemaking through grieving, I think it was. That is Reese's paw print. She is the one we lost a couple years ago. And then this is Sammy's. He was just a puppy that wandered to the church, and sadly, his health was so bad I had to put him to sleep. But I keep his little paw print too. He never even came home with us. Like, we found him, and within a couple hours I knew something was wrong with him, and I rushed him to the vet, and unfortunately he just didn't make it. These little things get super dirty, and if you have pets, you know how dirty and dusty stuff gets, like, so fast. I love different kind of glass, if you can't tell, stuff that's like textured and unique. And I think all of my glasses come from the thrift store. My husband kind of laughed at me when I bought this because he thinks it's old-fashioned, but guess what? It came in handy last year when we had snow, and we're down in the deep south. We don't ever get snow, and our electricity was shut off for 3 hours, and it was really cold. This was the only light we had because it was like late evening time. So I love this little thing. I want another one. I really want one that like hangs on the wall. I love oil lamps. I do think I'm gonna move this though, because it's a little rocky here. So I think I'm gonna move that somewhere that I don't have to worry about the dogs accidentally knocking it over. My tea is ready, and I absolutely love the whistle. Okay, now I'm gonna fix my husband's tea for work. I just put it in this apple juice container because it makes it easy to fit in his lunchbox. And then once we do that, we're gonna wrap it up by getting the countertops cleaned. There's obviously a lot more that needs to be cleaned around here and done, but it's Sunday and I want to take the rest of the day to relax. I just realized I pulled this without putting a tea bag in it. So I'm gonna stick a tea bag in here, put it back on the stove, wipe off the counter, and then we'll be done. That's still pretty hot, and I'm just gonna let it cool for a minute. And I did look this up, and this is prime planting season in my zone for russet potatoes. So I'm gonna put this on the porch, hopefully try to get these planted sometime this week. If I decide to plant them, I might not, I don't know. The dish is dried, so I'm just gonna move this, put this in the sink, and then throw that in the washing machine. Okay, y'all, well, I've got done with everything that I wanted to. I'm going to take the rest of this Sunday evening just to sit down and relax. I was going to do my nails because I haven't done them in a while, but I think I just want to sit down and relax for a while, so I'll probably do those later this week. And as far as my upload schedule, I think I'm going to try to do every Monday, or at least every other Monday at 6 or 7 p.m. Central Time. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I would love for you to stay and join the channel. I love you guys. See y'all next week. Bye.